Welcome to Movie News and Chill, where we love movies and we love to chill. My name is Tyler, and today we are reviewing the newest DC movie, Zack Snyder's Justice League. Zack Snyder's Justice League is a superhero film about the ensemble of the world's greatest superheroes from DC Comics to defeat the forces of Apocalypse, starring Ben Affleck, Gal Gadot, Jason Momoa, Ezra Miller, Ray Fisher, and Henry Cavill. My reviews are usually non-spoilers that would give everyone a chance to either check it out in theaters or, in this case, HBO Max. However, since this film has been on such a hype radar for the longest and I have so much stuff to say about it, I'm going to give this review a spoiler-free in the beginning, and I'm going to give a spoiler review by the second half of it. So if you haven't seen the movie by that time, please cut it off. First things first, I want to say I'm really glad that Zack Snyder finally got a chance to finish his vision of what the Justice League actually is, because it's been a long time coming. Like, he's been working on this film since years, and it was supposed to come back like in 2017, but of course with the tragic death of his daughter, he had to be the film had to be pushed back, and Josh Whedon came on, and we all know how that turned out. But I'm really glad he came back for the how it's officially supposed to look, because Zack Snyder is a great director. I mean, he made some great films. Like, I enjoy Dawn of the Dead. I enjoy 300. I enjoy Watchmen. I love Man of Steel. I like Batman vs Superman. So Justice League was like really something special, obviously. Not just the fact that it's a Zack Snyder film. I've been a fan of DC since day one. I have a DC collection. I own DC Comics, so of course I want DC to win every once in a while. And this movie's got all the heavy hitters. You got Henry Cavill, the best Superman. Ben Affleck, the best Batman. Gal Gadot, the best Wonder Woman. Jason Momoa, an awesome Aquaman. Ezra Miller, he's trying his best to be the Flash. I'm sorry, Ezra Miller still not rubbing me the wrong way on his version of the Flash, but hopefully he'll get better along the way. But right now, he's a little too comedic for my taste. I will admit, I am very happy to see Ray Fisher's Cyborg given justice compared to the 2017 version, because in this one, he's a full-blown character. He gets an origin story. You understand why he does what he does. He's definitely the heart of the film, and especially with Ray Fisher's personal life going on behind the scenes of what happened with the theatrical version, I am glad that that he's at least moving on forward from that, and he'll get more recognition for this Zack Snyder cut. As far as the main villain as Steppenwolf, he's pretty much the same compared to the first one, in my opinion. I mean, he kind of reminds me of like the DC version of Marvel's Loki. He's just the placeholder until the actual big bad comes in, hopefully within a few years from now, within the sequel. And I gotta get a little biased with this one. I've never been a fan of Steppenwolf's new armor looking design, because he kind of looks like a blend between Megatron and Shredder from the Ninja Turtles. He just all gray look, and I just prefer like the one from 2017, because at least his is more close to the comics, because he's like it's like a more barbaric gladiator type look, when the other one's more gray. That's it, just the color gray. Okay, so we gotta address the elephant in the room. Yes, the film is 4 hours long, and yes, basically, if you're a hardcore DC fan, you can pretty much get through it. I saw it within one night, pretty much. I couldn't like watch it one night and watch it the next day. It would just really mess up my viewing experience, really. But I just watched it within one setting, and it took a while, but overall, I kind of recommend. I wish this movie was like 3 hours long, like as if it was Avengers Endgame, because at least with that, it's easier to watch, because 4 hours is a long time, especially when you're reusing some of the same footage from the 2017 version. And don't get me wrong, there's definitely more new stuff than old stuff, but when it's new, it's really good. Like, my jaw just dropped on all the new stuff. Okay, now we're about to go into the spoiler portion of the Snyder Cut. So, if you haven't seen the movie by now, please cut it off. If you haven't, it's all you. You ready? Let's go. My absolute favorite scene out of the entire Snyder Cut, DC's best villain, the new god of Apocalypse himself, Darkseid. It was so amazing to finally see him in a live-action movie where Henry Cavill Superman himself, like, he was huge. He looked so comic accurate. He had the Omega beams, and the one scene alone that took place in the flashback, oh, it happened way back when Darkseid first came to Earth. They had the Green Lantern, they had the Amazons, they had the Atlanteans, they had the Greek gods with Zeus, Hera, you had Ares. It was like just freaking amazing. As a matter of fact, it reminded me of this DC Ant-Man movie, Justice League Dark, Apocalypse War. It reminded me so much of that because that was like my favorite depiction of Darkseid ever. My second favorite scene out of the entire Snyder Cut is finally seeing the theatrical debut of Martian Manhunter. Now I love the Justice League animated series, and Martian Manhunter was definitely a standout in that series. So to finally see John Jones, Martian Manhunter himself, in live action form, but it only came as like an after credit scene really. But we saw him, it was like so satisfying just to see that the movie is gonna expand even more, and it's just awesome to see how just the world building of what DC's been doing since Man of Steel. And I hope that they keep that same actor who portrayed John Jones, because he's really good, and I could definitely see him appear in future movies. The final scene that I love about the Snyder Cut is the after credit scene, where basically Batman, he's in this apocalypse premonition where Darkseid has taken over Earth and Superman has fully won evil. But the coolest thing about this premonition is that it's like I look at it as like an alternate Earth where basically Superman went evil, so it's like Injustice where the villains got to team up with the heroes. There's Batman, there's Cyborg, there's a Flash, and there's Queen Mira, and surprisingly there's Deathstroke and Jared Leto's Joker. And we never seen Jared Leto's Joker since the Suicide Squad, and it's really cool seeing him back because I really wanted to see more Jared Leto back in the 2016 Suicide Squad. But the fact that he might return as Joker in the more future movie, it gives more hope because it's just definitely a cool expanded universe. I would love to see an Injustice type movie taking place on an alternate Earth, because the idea of Superman becoming evil has always been a classic idea because it's scary, like seeing the most powerful man on Earth becoming evil. Like, it's basically The Boys, but from a DC concept. If they ever make a sequel to the Justice League, I would love it if they had the Legion of Doom as the main villains for each individual Justice League member, and also for the new members who would hopefully join, I would like to see 3 people: Martian Manhunter, Shazam, and Black Canary. Those are my fan cast for who should be in the sequel for Justice League 2. Overall, I give the film an 8 out of 10. It's definitely one of the best Zack Snyder films. It's definitely one of the best DC films. It's layers ahead of the 2017 version. But despite it being over 4 hours, I do think it's worth your time. So if you have your own HBO Max subscription account, go and check it out. I highly recommend it. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed my review. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. You can follow me on all my social medias. This has been Tyler for Movie News and Chill.